Good evening. This is the second time I've done that because I forgot to switch the bloody microphone on. Let me just do that. And it can track my egg. I hope you're all doing well. I'm back in the gastronomic wonder that is my kitchen, where ready meals are prepared to exceptional quality and snacks are devoured like a man who's having his last meal. I was in here last time when I was talking about a subject that sort of popped into my head again, and that's mental health. I've had a lot of people tell me that the last video I did a while ago was a good one, so I'm going to sort of go over some of the points again, really, because in my job I do a lot of thinking because there's gaps in between customers. So my thoughts on it, it's going to be, it's going to be a short video. I want to do some videos. I've got some notes written down on what I want to talk about. But basically my idea is that with mental health, I mean, the brain is a complex thing. It can make you laugh, it can make you sing. But more importantly, it can fuck you up. So what you've got to do, in my opinion, is basically battle your brain, which sounds like a weird concept. Maybe it's been spoken about before, I have no idea. But you can't let that part of you win, that part of your psyche, that part of your essence, if you like. You have to turn around and, you have to look at the positive things in life, make them a definite thing, whether it's love, laughter, hobbies, fun stuff. Sometimes even work can be a thing like that. You know, it's some of us are odd like that. I mean, I find my work quite relaxing in some respects. Annoying sometimes, but relaxing and fulfilling, probably more so than I've ever have done before. Because that's the way I'm working through it. I might be on tablets. Are you on tablets? Yeah, I am, but that's not the point. That's the thing itself. Basically, you have to turn around and fight the urges to feel down. You have to turn around, like I say, and focus on all the good points you've got. Never put yourself down, because it's not worth it, and there's enough people in the wings trying to do that for you anyway, so don't do that. Occupy your mind with other things. Like I say, when I'm at work and it's very quiet, I will spend quite a bit of time talking to myself, which potentially is the first sign of madness, but also I can come up with ideas, thoughts, experiences that I've had, experiences that I want to have, and all the rest of it. Part of that is the New Year's resolution thing. I'm starting my New Year's resolutions from 2024 into 2025. So I'm a year behind with my things, but I've realised that I need to do this this sort of thing just to keep the brain going. I mean, I'm in my 50s now. Nova, yeah, I am. It's too kind, thank you. I know I don't look a day over 30. I understand that, but it's the way I part my hair in the middle, and it goes all the way around. But you got to have a laugh. You've got to take the rough with the smooth. You have to be flexible enough to accept that things won't always go right, and then deal with them and then move on. I think that's the best way I can do it. I find it works. I mean, I've had times in my life where I've wanted to stop, you know, stop dead, if you like. But then if I'd have done that, I'd have missed most of the really decent things that I experience now and in the past. You get the shit, you get the good stuff. You have to sort of balance it out. But I believe in things like karma. I think that people who wrong you will get wronged in the future. Maybe that sounds like a bit of not a nasty thing to say, but it's definitely something in there, in the way things work. I've had a few experiences like that recently, actually, and quite frankly, it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be a quick video because I've got a succulent Chinese meal, which I'm going to shove in the microwave for 2.5 minutes, 2.5 minutes eat. Because, like I say, this is the gastronomic centre. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. I mean, if you're going to eat your heart out, saute it with a few onions, a little bit of garlic, ginger, very lightly seared on both sides, and then pop it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. There goes a little tip for you. So if you want to eat your heart out, Be my guest. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. I've got tomorrow off, so that's quite nice. So I'm celebrating by not being at work and having a succulent Chinese meal. I'm saying it like that because there is a reference, but I'm not doing it very well. Look up succulent Chinese meal on YouTube, you'll get it. And the phrase, "You touched my penis." Again, didn't touch mine, but if you watch the video, just look up succulent Chinese meal on YouTube. Guy died a little while ago, but it was kind of a really funny video, I think, which means it's probably crap, but my sense of humour is a little bit warped and twisted. And millions of viewers can't be wrong. The viewers of the video, not the viewers of my videos. I'm grateful to get 3, to be fair. Obviously, I'm not going to get demonetised because I don't get monetised. And, you know, I'm a small cog in a giant machine of people that do stuff, again, on YouTube, that do the commenting on videos that have been commented on and flash their tits. Don't be funny, if you're an attractive woman, and this probably sounds a little bit, or a man, YouTube is the place to be because you'll make a bloody fortune. And then you'll get into so much money and all the rest of it, you'll get mental problems and it's all round and round in circles. So, but that's not the point. So basically my tip, if you will, is balance it out, take a step back, have a look. There's a good app on Android that I use called Finch. Now it's kind of, how can I put this? It's good for mastering your mental health. It's good for checking to see what you've got and keeping you to a set level of, like, walk 2,000 steps or compliment somebody or appreciate this or how you're feeling or shit. And it's very cartoony, and it's probably the weirdest thing that an adult should be using, but at the same time it's not, because it's really pretty kind of sweet. Yeah, which is not really me, but it's one of these things a day, it keeps you in check of things. So that's quite a nice thing to use. And yeah, it's a plus. Some things like that are really good. You know, you'll get apps that are absolute crap. But that's probably quite a good one as far as I'm concerned. I use it every day. I think I've used it for the last 350 odd days. So it's been a year actually since I started using it. And yeah, it's nice. It's one of those nice things that you basically take and you can, it's like a checklist of things that you should do to make yourself feel better, if you like. You know, like I say, be at one with nature or compliment somebody, take 2,000 steps, even things like brush your teeth. You know, you get points of a sort if you brush your teeth, which I do anyway, but so that's quite easy. But stuff like that, it sort of keeps you on an even keel to a degree. Not perfect. Nothing's perfect. No app you will ever get on phones is going to be perfect. But it's one of those ones that actually does keep you in check of things, if you like. So, but yeah, I'm going to come up with some videos soon. I'm going to go and have something to eat now. Like I say, my succulent Chinese meal. Look it up. I'm going to look it up afterwards because I love it. And I've got a list of things I'm going to talk about. One of the things I wrote down was Trump trying to buy Denmark. That was weird. When you get to a stage where you actually start buying countries. Yeah. I want this country. I'm going to have it. Okay. He can have Britain if he likes. He might make a half-decent job of it. But anyway, that's political. I'm not getting into that now. This is all about the old mind and stuff. So, like I say, if you get to that stage, take a step back, have a cup of tea or coffee, take some deep breaths, in, out, breathe. Just concentrate on anything, one thing you can think of in your life that's good, that's perfect to a degree, as much as you can. Hold it in your head and just let it flow through you. Simple as that. I'm going to start doing some meditation at some point. I've said that for bloody months. I've got to start doing it. I've really got to start doing it. And polar yoga, because every time I move I crack. I sound like popping candy. So I'm going to try and do something like that as well. Get me old body up to the the peak of physical fitness after I've had my succulent Chinese meal and prawn crackers. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you all for listening to this gibberish. I mean, hopefully you got something out of it. You know, it's definitely something that's, you know, can be close to home and all the rest of it. So, you know, but don't forget, you aren't alone. If you're in that situation, you're not alone. So just reach out, talk to somebody, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.